chance in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Ballard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for space, it's Singleton. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Allard. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now, Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. We just saw just 2 seasons ago when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the... breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And the Wolverines are on the move. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's Aller. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack, 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. To start this drive at their own 47. Quarterback making adjustments. Toss to the outside. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. He'll pull it down. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Might as well stick with him. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
The number one key for this defense coming into this game is finding a way to stop this quarterback from running the football. And guys, they have not done a good job of that early in this game. He has been able to get out of the pocket, whether it's been designed runs or scrambles like on what we just saw. The defense has got to start changing it up. They need to spy him more, I think, moving forward.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Now improvising. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on guys.
Back to throw, it's Aller. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a great sign for this offense, man. Everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Allard. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Looking to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Fires downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply can't.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops it. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that catch.
Dances away to buy time. Hey, get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Aller. Finds the tight end. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback.
Back's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is getting handled right now, and for this to be happening to this program in front of these fans, it's almost inexplicable. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Goes to the option. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
There he goes! And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Not much running room there, Thunder. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed. It doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
On third down, going up top. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the running back. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes it past the marker. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Back to pass, it's Aller. Snagged in the middle, it's Singleton. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end book on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Leaves it with the back. And the Wolverines pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Running to the left. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Trying to take it back. The 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. So here comes the Michigan offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. Breaks into the open. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run. When they're going, the defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On the move, it's Haynes.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got a man, it's Bell. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is just getting blown off the field today. It's like they haven't even been competitive. How'd you like to be the network censor on the coaches show this week? They're trailing by 35 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Here comes the heat. With the catch, it's Singleton. At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Singleton.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Finds his man. It's Singleton. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass. It's Allard. That's a fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then...
And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's one thing to execute early in the